Traders expect the US dollar to resume rising at least against European currencies. The Eurozone industrial production data almost met the forecast, showing a decline of 7.2%. However, economists had predicted a bit smaller drop. The main reason for such figures is that the data for July was revised to minus 7.1% from minus 7.7%. Moreover, on a monthly basis, the indicator should have climbed by 0.5%. However, in fact, it showed a zero rise. Notably, the Eurozone industrial production has been falling for 22 months in a row. That's why market participants almost ignored the report. Apart from that, investors are also looking forward to the US Producer Price Index data. Analysts suppose that the producer prices will advance by 0.4% after a drop. If the predictions come true, the US inflation may continue rising, thus approaching the Fed's targeted level of 2%. Yesterday, positive inflation data led to the US dollar jump, thus the PPI figures may push it even higher. Yesterday, the euro-dollar pair managed to reach the support area of 1.1800 and 1.1830. However, later it fixed below 1.1800 and decreased to 1.1731. According to the trading chart, at the beginning of the European session, the price hit yesterday's local low. However, it has not reached yet the support level of 1.1700. The risk of a rebound will take place in the market until the euro-dollar pair fixes below 1.1690 on the 4-hour chart. In other words, sell deals could be opened below 1.1690 with a targeted level of 1.1660 and 1.1625. Buy deals could be initiated after a rebound that is above 1.1755 with a targeted at 1.1785 and 1.1800. At the same time, the pound-dollar pair fixed below the psychological level of 1.3000. The resumption of the downward trend may reflect the end of the correctional movement from the level of 1.2674 to 1.3081. However, this idea could be proved only if the price fixes below 1.2845 on the 4-hour chart. On the trading chart, we can see high speculative activity caused by a flow of news about Brexit. Traders expect the US dollar to resume rising, at least against the European currencies. That's all for now. We keep monitoring the financial market situation. Subscribe to our channel. See you in several hours. We will take a close look at the US trading session.